America, Land of Beauty and Splendor. That's the title of the coffee table book I picked up years ago. It's filled with images of places I've never been, places that felt distant, almost unreal. But it also planted a seed of curiosity, a desire to see things for myself. And in a way, it's what inspired this series. Because the more I travel, the more I realize places aren't experienced all at once. They're collected. In pieces, in moments, and reassembled. And when I think about my time in Pennsylvania, Land of Beauty and Splendor rings true. It's a kind of beauty that reveals itself through attention to detail, repetition, and care. I started to notice it in everyday objects that shape the region. Craftsmen, artists, and makers documenting the place they call home. From fruit arranged at a farm stand, presented in a way that reflects familiarity and routine. A slice of pie that follows a recipe passed through generations, maintaining consistency through repetition. These moments point to something shared, an approach to making things that values continuity, where actions are repeated, refined, and passed forward. The process itself becomes part of the identity. That same approach appears in the materials that shape the built environment. Limestone, sourced locally and used in construction of the oldest buildings, connecting the structures directly to the land they sit on. The material carries both function and origin, linking what is built to what already exists beneath it. Because of that connection, the architecture feels integrated into the landscape. Buildings align with the character of the region and reflect their time in history, rather than standing apart from it. Time capsuling the materials, conditions, and resources available in their surroundings. The landscape itself follows a similar logic. Agricultural fields are shaped by the terrain, forming patterns that respond to the natural contours of the land. Paths, boundaries, and divisions develop over time through use and maintenance. These forms create a sense of rhythm across the environment, one that's guided by both practical need and long-standing practice. This relationship between land, material, and use extends into cultural spaces as well. In markets, bakeries, and small family-run establishments, the emphasis remains on preparation, tradition, and consistency. In museums and local art spaces, work often reflects direct observation of the surrounding environment, capturing elements of landscape, daily life, and regional identity. Across these settings, a consistent thread emerges. Things are made, maintained, and documented through ongoing processes that connect people to place. The food, the buildings, the objects, and the land all reflect a shared continuity of making. Over time, this creates a sense of cohesion across different parts of the region. Each element contributes to a larger picture, where individual details, materials, practices, and forms collectively describe how a place has developed and how it continues to function. When I move through these spaces, I find myself paying attention to those details. Textures in stone, patterns in fields, the repetition of forms across different contexts, the way objects are presented and used. These observations become a way of understanding the area, not through a single defining image, but through a collection of moments that reflect how things are made and maintained. And over time, those moments begin to connect. They form a record of place built through use, observation, and continuity. As I continue traveling, I carry those observations with me, not as isolated images, but as part of a broader way of seeing. Pieces gathered from different environments begin to relate to one another. They inform how I interpret new spaces, how I notice patterns, how I understand the relationship between materials, people, and place. And gradually, those collected experiences form something cohesive. A way of viewing places not as singular impressions, but as compositions built from repeated actions, shared materials, and ongoing processes. Until eventually, those pieces begin to come together again, forming a broader understanding of the places I've been and how they continue to shape the way I see what comes next.